Well, yesterday, Sanders won an endorsement from Justin Bamberg, who serves as South Carolina state representative. And here's why it's notable. Bamberg withdrew his support from Hillary Clinton to get behind Sanders. But before there was Bamberg, there was Nina Turner. She's the former Ohio State senator who broke away from Clinton in November to back Sanders. The former Ohio State senator and Sanders supporter, Nina Turner, joins me now. Ms. Turner, welcome to Meet the Press Daily.
Thank you, Chuck.
Let me ask you just this. Why did you switch?
Well, Chuck, people want to make a big deal about a switch, but for me, similar to the representative, this is really about heart-soul agreement. And Senator Sanders, once you get to know him and hear his message, he really speaks to the needs of the people in this country, the people that I have served and that I continue to serve. When he talks about increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour, that people should have a living wage and live a good life. When he talks about racial justice in this country, Chuck, those are the things that the people that I serve want to hear about. They want to hear about family paid leave. And they don't want to talk about incremental progress, as I know that the Clinton campaign wants to talk about. When you are poor, you don't want to hear an elected official talk about incremental. You want to hear an elected official stand up and say that poor people and middle-class people in this country have every right to live a good life. And as the next president of the United States of America, that you're going to do everything that it takes to make sure that they can have that good life.
You know, some Clinton supporters hear something like that and they say, you know what, that sounds like you don't think President Obama did enough, or that if you don't believe in this idea of building upon what President Obama did, then you believe that maybe his wasn't as successful to your term. I'm just saying that's what some Clinton supporters have pushed back on this idea of the entire Sanders sort of revolution. What do you say to that?
Well, nobody should say that, Chuck. First of all, I was a delegate for President Obama twice, in 2008 and also in 2012, as somebody that stumped in Ohio, especially in 2012, when the Republicans had changed the voting rules. There's nobody that's been a greater champion for the President of the United States than I have in the great state of Ohio. But let me tell you this, we are an aspirational nation, and there is no way that we're going to go from yes, we can to no, we can't. And that really is what the Clinton campaign is promoting. This is not an indictment on the President of the United States of America, and I regret that some folks are trying to drive a wedge between Senator Sanders' vision and all that President Obama has accomplished. But with any administration, the next person that is coming behind you should want to aspire to do something greater and take us further, and that is what Senator Sanders is trying to do. And Chuck, you know, we would not be the United States of America that we are today if people wanted to go incrementally. My people wouldn't be free today if folks wanted to go incrementally based on the status quo. Women would not have the right to vote today if we wanted to be incremental. I would not be on your program today. I would probably be somewhere cooking somewhere as a domestic if people wanted to go incrementally. So I think what it is in the heart and soul of Americans is the whole notion that we aspire for greater things, that it is not a radical idea to want people to have universal health care or for folks to have their college education paid for in this country so that they can live out their greatest greatness. So Chuck, this is not an indictment on President Obama, but whether or not this is about a senator that has a vision that takes what the president has done to the next level.
You know, on a campaign strategy front, the reason the Clinton campaign feels so confident in the long run is they believe that they're going to win a lion's share of the African-American vote. Obviously, for Senator Sanders to win this nomination, he's going to have to get better acquainted in African-American communities all around this country, particularly those early southern states that come in the primary calendar sooner. How does he do that? Obviously, you believe he will. How does he do it?
Well, there's no doubt about that, Chuck. Doing what he's doing right now, he has been with the African-American community. He has surrogates like myself. He is working to earn the vote. There is no doubt, Chuck, he's a senator from Vermont. He does not have the benefit of a national profile. There is no doubt about that. But I will tell you this about Senator Sanders. He is not going to take the black vote for granted. And I find it amazing that there is no other ethnic group that folks are talking about are already locked up. Folks need to earn the African-American vote just like they would do with any other ethnic group. You have to earn our vote. You don't own our vote. And so he is doing the things that are necessary to continue to earn that vote like anybody else that is running for office should have to.